From what I gather, each one of us is like food, on a buffet table. And when you spoil the body, so shall you spoil life and what you represent in life. Like everybody has an animal or plant or something that represents them. Just as we in this the heavens, we have what represents us. And we see all around us who we are, and that's why we're supposed to be good stewards to the land, because we're taking care of ourselves. That's why my garden went up, and basically, and it was taken by the sun. And I was just given examples of why my garden perished, and what the example of why it was. The hail came, the sun came, the bugs came, and that is what everything that I had, that was good, was eaten up by others. And of course, I had to heal and grow and gain understanding. But all around me, I see that the garden is being spoiled by what is being taught to the basically the children, which is those all in this world. We're children. We're not supposed to be breeding or doing anything. That we're supposed to just be having fun, enjoying ourselves. Heaven, we're not supposed to be stressed out or anxiety or anything like that. And the keepers of this world are going to receive wrath, and because they're not keeping the garden. And therefore, you know I don't know what's going to wake up, but when it wakes up, there won't be anything um, good to eat, you know, and heaven is not opened up to, or you can't be a part of heaven if you can't be like eaten in a way. And that's what it is. There's something bigger that's going to come along and eat us in a sense, but when we do get eaten, we'll be a part of heaven, because it only picks the choices, and apparently everything here is a bad batch, and it's not about what necessarily we put into our bodies. Like, just because we put things into our bodies that cause the flesh to get damaged or whatever, that's not going to prevent us from getting into heaven. What is going to prevent us from getting into heaven or being a part of heaven is our spirit, heart, mind, our spiritual body, who we really are. There's those around us that are trying to keep us down and spoil us, so that way we won't move on, because um, if they keep us down, then they keep us a slave to their system. They can keep us miserable to feed off of our stress, our anxiety, and, all that. And that is why it says very few will, come to know the, the heaven. In this world, it's difficult. And, there's these fences and barriers that, were put up, and, we're told we can't cross certain regions or whatever, because they want to keep us in a certain death. They want to keep us in a certain lifespan, because if we don't eat certain fruits or whatever, our body perishes, the physical body, and then we just go into the spirit body, and then that's over. Once it's over, it's over. It's like game over if we don't develop. So that's what I keep on trying to put, the information out there of why the world is as it is, but they don't care. They're trying to keep us corrupted and spoiled so we can't enter into heaven, because they know they're spoiled, they're unwanted, So they try to make everybody else unwanted. It's like that. Misery loves company, so it invites you to tea. I don't really like tea unless it's like iced tea with lemon and sugar in it. But that's why this world is starting to taste bad, is because everybody's getting more and more spoiled. You know, they lack love. They're going after, they're corrupted. They're all about money. Even, you know, the sweetest, nicest person is still about money. You know, that they think in greed. You know, that all those, you know, with the Tower of Babel, which is the internet, they're all about why they do the things they do is not out of love, but because they think they're going to get something out of it. Even when they're preaching, you know, God or their Lord, it's for popularity. It's to get something out of it. It's not because they think that, it's not because they love others. It's because they're trying to draw them in to feed off of them. Um, it's all an act. They're all hypocrites because they're all putting on a show. You know, they're all being deceptive. They're, you know, um, and it's all being seen. They're being seen for who they are from a higher source. And however, you know, those that aren't true to Christ, which is love, are not going to develop. And, you know, that's why it doesn't matter if you put on a show or you pretend to be something you're not, or you claim a Lord or a God, because it's all about how you develop in your true heart and who you are in mind, you know. And that's what it's like. And that's what it said. It's like the body can be corrupted. This body, this fleshly body, can be corrupted because it can take in preservatives. It can take in all kinds of stuff. But the flesh, that's not what's going to be taken. It's the true bodies that's going to be, you know, eaten and going into heaven, or taken, you know, and then to become a part of heaven, to grow, you know, and because we are sweet to the taste or salty to the taste, or, you know, and it's okay because it's okay to be eaten. It's just a part of the natural cycle of being. But in heaven, we don't feel any pain or suffering or anything like that, and we're eternal beings. We just give as, you know, it's, we give 100% and we are given 100%. So you have to be able to give something in order to be a part of heaven. So now I get it. You know, in this world, we're just given little bits and pieces of what heaven could be, and so many think of it as money. They think if they're only rich in this world and they can afford certain things or buy certain things, that's going to bring happiness, but it never does. It's fleeting because they have to constantly buy or sell or trade, and that's what we're programmed to believe. But that's not heaven. Heaven is goodness in all areas. You know, it's goodness to breathe in, it's goodness to taste, it's goodness for the mind, it's goodness for the heart, it's goodness for the spirit. And, you know, and that's what it is. It's just goodness in every way. And, you know, no praise and no God's name is going to get you there. You have to put in the work in order to develop so that you can be a part of heaven. In this place, there's a reason why they were all rejected out of heaven.